Hello everyone, Danielle here from Learn Reiki Philadelphia. Welcome to Community Distance Reiki. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you're watching this on the replay, know that you are guaranteed just as fun and healing a time as if you were here live. If you would like to join me live, go ahead and check out the description. You'll see all the days and times that I am live here on YouTube. Feel free to stop by and join in for lots of live fun where you can actually make requests for your own healing. And for those of you who are live now, hi Grace, hi Korakar, go ahead and pull up the live chat and make any requests for healing you might have. Feel free to request a particular crystal or stone or a particular healing type that you're looking for that you could use some support with, and I will pick crystals just for you. I'm going to go ahead and in the first half an hour that we're together, build a beautiful crystal grid based on all of your requests, and you'll be able to watch that right alongside as I build that. I'll briefly explain what Reiki is, and then for the second half of our time together, I will turn the music up, turn the lights down, and send healing to you wherever and whenever you happen to be. I teach Reiki online. You can go ahead and learn more about my online Reiki classes, social media, online community, Discord, crystal shop, all that good stuff in the description. I see a lot of my grads here and a lot of new folks too. Really happy to see so many folks. We're growing a beautiful community, and I'm so grateful for all of you for that. When I started teaching 13 years ago, I did not expect to see it change to and grow into this, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and see what's going on in the chat, see what requests we have, and we will start building the grid from there. So, Jennifer, hello again. Prudence Jane, absolutely, we can help you with that. Korakar, we can help you with that. Future someone, I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Gotcha on that. Gotcha on that, Jennifer. I struggle with that too. Gotcha. Gotcha. Sorry you're dealing with that. Good to see everyone. And we're looking for improving nutrition, cardiovascular health, longevity, financial abundance, teeth and gums. You got it. Okay. Yeah, any other requests that anyone has, you can go ahead and request either specific crystals or whatever you want the healing to support. Also, if you're a little shy to mention it out loud, just go ahead at any point during the event, just close your eyes, take a deep breath, and think about what it is you'd like the Reiki to support, and the Reiki will absolutely support that. So I'm going to go ahead over and switch over the camera so we can start building this grid together. Grace, yeah, healing for Uvalde. More patience and heart healing. That's really beautiful. Thank you. Okay, let's go over and start building. Teeth and gums too. Okay, so here's our blank slate for today. All right. Teeth and gums. Teeth and gums, we've got some aquamarine, and let's get some fluorite in there too. Okay, so here is fluorite. It's fluoride, just like we would think of, what we see in so many of our mouth care products, be it toothpaste. I struggle with osteopenia. My bones are, as the young kids would say, I got the bird bones. Yes, I do have the bird bones. I have osteopenia. So, and it might actually be osteoporosis at this point. Yeah, it's no fun. So I work with fluorite a lot too. Gotcha on the weight loss help. I think a lot of us are coming out of having been in quarantine in the last couple of years, hey, could use a little help there. Totally understand. Totally understand. And let's see. Aquamarine is fantastic for weight loss. Sorry, not for weight loss. Sorry, it's great for teeth and gums, and it's also good for body fluids. Anything with fluid retention in the body aquamarine, as the name would kind of suggest, aqua. It could be really helpful for that. So a little bit with the blood, but more like fluids like lymph and things like that. If you tend to retain water or anything, that can be really helpful. But yeah, great for teeth and gums. Black obsidian, hematite. I was thinking black obsidian for sure. This is absolutely a go-to PTSD, CPTSD, grief type thing, like especially acute grief. So for CPTSD and also for the healing for Uvalde and for us watching that, you know, we're not there, it's not the same, but it's traumatic, broad scale. So let's go ahead and bring some black obsidian. Black obsidian is also wonderful for physical salt, but also it's very protective and incredible also for digestion, digestive upset. Ah, got you, Martha. Welcome in. Let's see, iolite, septarian, gotcha, ruby zoisite, red tiger eye, gotcha. Good to see a future someone, and welcome, Martha. Let's see, we definitely need some abundance. Let's see, before I do that, I'm gonna do some blue and green calcite. Not only as a calcite, calcium, does it help with teeth. They both are really excellent for just overwhelming emotional stuff. Trauma, sudden shock, things like that. Or just anything that's overwhelming to the emotional system and the nervous system in terms of the emotional side of it. Hey Vincent, welcome in. Good to see you. See you again. I got to see you in person yesterday. West Philly is the smallest place on earth. Truly is. So let's see, we've got some, yeah, let's do this. So yeah, blue calcite. And green calcite. Expressing grief, processing grief, shocking trauma, you know, taking what's been just overwhelming on an emotional level and being able to work it through, see what you're dealing with and kind of move on, move around, make decisions if need be. A heart-throat connection with all of them. And like I said, they're also great for bones and teeth because they are calcium. So there we go. Blue calcite, green calcite. Susan, good to see you. So glad everyone's saying hi. Loving this community. Such good vibes. Let's see. Citrine, pyrite, copper, quartz. Any particular quartz, like clear quartz? Because I've got plenty of that too. I'm gonna look up a recommendation for weight loss or weight stabilizing. Kunzite and moonstone. And this is Cassandra Eason. And let's see what Philip Perma would suggest. See, mookaite would be what I would reach for. And I'm definitely seeing that suggested here. And clear quartz. Yeah, mookaite, clear quartz, and iolite. So there you go. Yeah, Philip Permut's books are my go-to also. Really love it. Oh, Karen, good to see you. Feeling better, surrounding anger and old wounds. Still want to work on it. Allow peace and self-love. Teeth and digestion for your son. Man, so many teeth stuff. We have fluorite. We have aquamarine for teeth and gums. Both of those. And these calcites will help with teeth and gums. The black obsidian will help with digestion. And so let's do iolite, mookaite, herkimer, hematite. Ah, yeah, here we go. Iolite helps with not only weight loss, but also with money managing. And I know that there's a few of you requesting help with manifesting, but at least it'll help a little bit with manifesting it, but also with like managing it and figuring out the best you can do with what you have. This is iolite. It's also good for psychic related sleep disturbances, but this I'm putting in for the request for weight loss support. Mookaite is incredible also for digestion, but it was recommended by Philip Permut for support with weight loss, but it really is just great with digestion in general. So let's see, I think I have, these are both mookaite. In fact, this is too. Let's see, let's put in two that look a little different. Mookaite comes in a ton of different colors. It's Australia jasper is another term it goes by. Very grounding. Yeah, manifestation quartz. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad the Reiki sessions have been helping you both. It's an honor to find a new way to be of service. Thank you so much for the positive support. Let's see. We've got some pyrite. Pyrite is excellent for connecting with our intuition, kind of being able to take the intuitive visions, ideas, thoughts, messages from our guides and being able to understand them a little bit better. Deeply grounding just really helps to take the intuitive channel and make it a little bit more clear. Let's see. Let's put that right there. And I just build my grids intuitively. And we had a request for copper. Let's put our buddy in the middle. Copper helps to, much like it moves electricity, it moves energy, and it's been excellent at taking the grids here to the next level. It's totally been a game changer for us. So happy to have copper. It just basically amplifies the grid to some extent. I've been lucking out with, this was actually a jewelry finding, which I purchased off of an artisan on Etsy. So, yeah. I just wrote a new description for manifestation quartz on the website on the crystal shop yesterday. I was like, yeah, I was feeling that vibe too. So here is citrine. This is natural citrine. It tends to be more of a brownish orangey color. This is, not only is it excellent for balancing intuition and intellect for those of us who struggle with that balance, like either being, like I tend towards like the Capricorn side, so I tend to be a little bit too grounded and not listening to my guidance as much. Other folks can be a little ungrounded and not listening to the logic as much. This helps really balance those two things. It's also just superb for manifesting finances, money, all of those good things. Let's see. We've also got, in terms of manifestation, herkimer. Herkimer is another good one to hear our guides a little more clearly, reminding us to listen, but also to make the moves in our life that are in alignment with our soul's true purpose, and for manifesting along those lines. Not just, I want this, make it so, but more like whatever's in my best, highest good, supporting my end goals that are not just about I want it now, but like I'm planning long term. I want this, but I want the best version of it, kind of thing. This is it. We also have some hematite. I know I have some other requests up here. Oop, I have to go to my other window. Exhaustion, gotcha. Okay, good stuff. And future someone. Still, okay, so I got your iolite. We need some ruby zoisite, some septarian, some hematite. You got it. Here is the hematite as promised. Super grounding and great for those of us who are making requests that have to do with blood and clearing and circulation, and also just in general, kind of moving things out that are a little bit stagnant. Oh, yeah, well, it's a whole thing. I've been working on organizing the crystals. Let me show you. I am actually building a whole yeah, that is heavy. And then over on this side, I have a whole bunch more. I've been building like a bespoke whole situation here. It's like the Crystal Palace. Everything is organized. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to find anything. My memory is not good for remembering where stuff is. Metaphysical properties of real diamonds. A lot of times it's used for connecting to things. It's like a very holistic stone, very high level stone. I'll look up a good description, but it's really good for being in alignment with your soul's purpose, like very, very connected to it, and like basically living your best life, which makes sense as I guess a wedding stone, how it became one. I mean, De Beers is how it became the wedding stone, but I can look up what one of the other authors would say. I don't work with it too much because, you know, diamonds. So here's some hematite as requested. Put that right behind the citrine. That feels right. There we go. Septarian. Septarian also goes by dragon's egg. It's a stone I often work with for emotional learning, emotional maturity, learning lessons there, emotional growth in general. It can help, as you can see, it kind of works to some extent with the solar plexus in that color, but it can be really good for folks unlearning unhealthy behaviors that have been kind of passed down in families, and to kind of break up codependency to some extent, but really just to learn about our emotions. And sometimes it's not just a feeling, sometimes it's based in beliefs. It's really just about looking at how we feel and what we can learn from the patterns that come from that and lead up to that. So this can help us there. Yeah, it is very much associated with the soul star and the stellar gateway. Diamond is very much like soul's purpose, like high level, coming into one's own in a very all reaches of life, all parts of your life, like relationships, work, career, moving forward in a way that's in support of your soul's mission, which is very much soul star kind of area. Thank you, Jennifer. And let's see, we had some other ones. Some other requests: twin flame, relationships, patience, heart healing, nutrition, cardiovascular health, red tiger eye. Red tiger eye is deeply protective, helps with manifesting money, especially on a short notice, like, oof, I need some financial support, and also for cardiovascular support. So this is red tiger eye, just like, golden tiger eye, but it was closer to iron, so it became more red. So let's see, how do we want to work you in here? Tiger eye. Ruby zoisite. I thought so. For the request on twin flame, I was thinking something a little different than normal, something that we don't use too often here. And I was thinking unakite. Unakite is it. Unakite was often given with yarrow as like a wedding gift, like way back when. Yeah, I'll use these guys. It helps to support relationships on all levels. And then zoisite, and then I think we'll be good. And then we'll go into selecting a center stone as a group, and then we'll get into the Reiki. So yeah, unakite, really grounded, centered, like attracting good relationships, which I think really supports what you were asking for with like being united with your twin flame, being connected with like a soul aligned, a spiritually aligned partner. This can be great. When you're asking the universe for people, unakite's a good stone. There we go. You were thinking about adding unakite. Yeah, we are always on the same page. It's like we're all listening. We're all listening in. Okay, and then zoisite, and then we'll move on from there. So zoisite, I usually use that for anything feminine, divine feminine, anything like menses, fertility, anything bearing fruit. So not necessarily just in terms of children and child and things, but also like even into some extent, like you're working towards a goal and you want to create something, it can help there, but especially good for women and feminine stuff. So interesting if any of you use it for anything different. That is zoisite with ruby in it. There's very small amounts of ruby in there too. Yeah. I ordered more ruby zoisite and they sent fuchsite, and which is also an amazing stone, but it's a different stone. So I'm working on getting some more ruby zoisite for the website too. I've got just a little bit left, but yeah, fuchsite's a lot easier to get. It looks very similar to some extent, but not that similar. It's not usually this dark, and it usually doesn't have hornblende like the black in it. Let's see, where are we gonna put you? Oh, you are? Congratulations. Okay. Let's go with this one. There we go. So that's ruby zoisite. So, okay. So at this point, I usually pick a couple of stones that would work like in the center or around the edges. That would, oh, you think you have a ruby fuchsite? It is a beautiful stone. I'm going to pick a couple of stones that might work for the center or around the edges. Everyone will vote on those, and while you're voting on which ones we want to put into the grid, I will briefly explain what Reiki is to anyone who's new, and then we'll move on to the healing. So let me, just give me a moment to pick a couple of things. Chat amongst yourselves, enjoy your company. Okay, so first of all, I want to make sure I add something in for Susan's request around exhaustion. And bumblebee jasper can be very energizing. So let's do, this is just so you know, if you ever work with this on your own, this has arsenic in it. So know that. Do not put it in water and drink it. I don't suggest you do that with any stones, but that's just me. So out of the stones for the center, I want you to pick between the two. One is malachite. This is a big piece of raw malachite. Malachite is excellent for the heart and moving through difficult times, letting go of old energy in the heart, heartache, heartbreak, sadness, letting those move through and allowing new energy to move in. When we're really hurt emotionally, we sometimes hold on to that hurt because we're afraid that it'll hurt even worse. So we don't want to let go of the pain that we have because it's like, oh, but what if the next thing is, what if I'm just empty then? This is a good one to help let go of that pain so that new energy can flow in. And the other is tree agate. This one also has some druzy crystals or baby crystals on it. Tree agate is considered really one of the more sacred stones in Ayurveda. It helps to clear the energy meridians, the pathway, or as it would be in Ayurveda, the nadis, the energy pathways throughout the body, so that things can flow more optimally anytime that we feel a little stuck. And with the astrology of right now, it's a good one. Anytime we can move out stagnant stuff. But also we do have copper for that, but this is a good one. So go ahead and use the chat to vote on malachite or tree agate. Don't worry about points for spelling. And while you're typing that away, if you haven't already, please go ahead and like the stream. That really helps folks to learn about me and find our channel and help me to get out there, which I deeply appreciate. And while you all are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and change up the camera just a moment and explain what Reiki is for those who are new. So I've been teaching Usui Reiki for about 13 years now, and Usui Reiki is a style named after its founder, Mikao Usui, and this style was founded in the 1920s in Japan. It is far from the first system of working with this energy. It's one particular style, and I feel that Reiki, or spiritually guided energy, is one of the many energies in the universe that's all around us. It's flowing through us. It's always there. You're already working with it, although maybe not consciously right this second. While we all have our individual energy fields, one of the energies that flows through everything and unites everything is this spiritually guided energy. It's not so much dogmatic in one idea of what spirit is, but more this energy that kind of supports the greatest good and that our body, mind, and spirit can put to use no matter what is in our best interest at a particular moment. It can support us physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, karmically, or all of the above at the same time. Our body, mind, and spirit know what to do with this energy the same way we are mostly made of water. We don't usually think about it that way. We drink water all day long, and we don't have to consciously think about all of the things that water needs to do in our body. It's just something that happens. Very similar with Reiki energy. So I encourage you to enjoy your time and just sort of see what comes up for you. You may feel sleepy and fall asleep. Great, awesome. Take that rest. You may not be able to tell if you're awake or asleep or kind of in this like dreamy place. That's really natural and normal too. Reiki and many types of meditation, for example, are seen to help raise the amount of theta brainwaves within the mind, and that is something that happens when we are in the deeper states of sleep, when we get our dreamlike images or hypnagogic imagery as it's called. It's also may come up, you may feel sensations in your body, your mind may go different things, it might feel like you're thinking, but you know, it might be like productive thought. Maybe you're kind of sorting some things out mentally that you haven't been able to get to the root of. You don't have to tell your mind to be quiet, and you don't have to focus on anything, though you can do either of those things if you want to. But I usually suggest if you aren't quite sure if your mind is wandering or if you're getting intuition or insight, don't worry about it. Take a deep breath in and out and just see what shakes out. In about a half an hour, you'll hear my voice come back in and invite you to take a deep breath, start to come back to your body. And at that time, you can ask me any questions you have. If you're watching this on the replay, or if you think of a question later, just go ahead and use the comments or any of my social media that you can find in the description. Yeah, so during this time, you can just relax and be. Close your eyes or not, sit still or not, lay down, take a nap or not. You can combine this time with some stretches, some yoga, painting, journaling, music, whatever feels right to you. This time is about you doing something for yourself. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure to share this healing with you today, and I do hope to see you back here again. I'm going to go ahead and check back in on our chat and see what we are putting in our grid, and we will take it from there. Also, during the session, I will turn down the lights and turn up the music. The lights will go through a gentle stream of different colors, but at no point in time will they flash or strobe. So you're good there. Thanks again for being here, and I hope to see you again soon. Let's see what we have in the chat. Voting for both. Oh wow, that's so us. It's always both. It's always both. So let's see. Let's do tree agate in the middle. And some malachite around the outside. So much malachite. Yeah, this is what malachite looks like raw. And this is what it looks like tumbled. Interesting stone that actually this forms very close to copper in nature. Yep, they're usually found in the same places. Yuppity yup. Thank you all so much, everyone, for being here today. I'll probably be sending until almost 10 after. So just know that. Don't want to make you late for anything. Go ahead and relax, take a deep breath anytime that you feel like you get distracted or anything like that. And thanks again for being here. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to come back. I'm here 5 times a week. I'm here every Sunday at 8 o'clock. I'm here the same times and days every week. So go ahead and make it a beautiful habit for yourself. I'm going to go ahead and set the music, set the lights, and get to sending. So go ahead, get cozy, and enjoy. you to take a deep breath in. Slowly start to come back to your body. If you feel a need to stretch, move, or bend. And as you slowly come back, I invite you to go ahead and ask any questions or share any experiences you feel moved to using the chat. But most of all, I wanted to express my sincere gratitude to all of you for being here today, allowing me to share this healing with all of you. It truly is an honor. And I truly hope all of you feel much better than when you came in. Oh, Avery, so wonderful to see you again. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad this was helpful. Wonderful meeting you today. Please do take care. And certainly come back. And everyone, this was such a beautiful grid. Many of the, one of the principles of community distance Reiki is that of communal chi, the concept we see in Chinese medicine that suggests the more people come together with the same or similar intent, the greater the healing, the greater the energy potential is magnified. So in this case, healing potential is magnified. Oh, thank you, Martha. This is a wonderful group. The healing energy and the loving energy is absolutely palpable here. You're welcome to come back as often as you like. So blessed to have you here today, and I hope everything goes well for you. Yeah, the more folks come together with the same or similar intent, the greater it is, and it just keeps growing. So putting this grid together based around all of the intentions helps to have a physical manifestation of the healing and the intentions taking place. I record all of these. You can see all of the past healings. It definitely still holds up and can be felt just as palpably in the future as it can live. So you can always look back through the past healings and see all of the thumbnails or the images of the videos have the grid in it. That way you can kind of like peek through the grid, see which one kind of feels right, and go ahead and enjoy it. Oh, you're so welcome, Susan, Grace, Jennifer. Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good night. I'll be back Wednesday at 4 p.m. All of these times are Eastern US, but Wednesdays at 4 p.m., Thursdays at 8 a.m., Fridays at both 4 and 8 p.m., and every Sunday at 8 p.m. I hope to see you all soon. Take care of yourselves. We're in the last degree of Capricorn right now for one of the major transits that's happening, and it's very tense. I mean, you can feel it. You don't need to know about astrology to feel that, but yeah, just do your best to take care of yourself, whatever that looks like to you. You're welcome, Martha. Karen, you're welcome. I hope things are going well for you and your son. Thank you so much for all your support. Deeply appreciate all of you being here. If anyone has any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask, but also thank you for all the love. If you are interested, by the way, for online Reiki classes, June classes are starting soon. Wednesday starts the multi-week for Reiki 2 on Wednesday nights, and Reiki 1, the next weekend intensive is June 11th and 12th. And then in July we swap, and the Wednesday nights are Reiki 1, and then we'll have a weekend Reiki 2. And the next Reiki Mastery starts in July, runs through July and August. It's an 8-week program. All of that info is in the description. But thank you all so much for being here. Again, it's just an absolute honor to share the space with all of you. I hope you have a beautiful start to your week. I'm going to go ahead and wind down the stream here. So I'm going to go ahead and end the streaming portion, but I will be in the chat if any of you have any questions for the next several moments. And thanks again for being here. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I hope to see you here again soon, okay? Bye for now.